It's up here.
Officials are overwhelmed by the scope of this disaster.
We do this work because we know if it was our family, we'd want someone to help us.
SBP has been a terrific partner for over a decade.
The worst of the storm has now reached New Orleans.
We got started with speeding up and reducing the lead time to do volunteer-based home reconstruction after Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans.
When we started with TPS 11 years ago, we had one goal: to build more than 100 houses a year. Last year, we got over 1,200 families home. This is what TPS has done for SBP.
I used to have a beautiful home here with me and my husband and my 2 children. The flood came, Hurricane Harvey, and everything was destroyed.
And when you meet some of these folks that have lost a home, it's really touching to see how they're sort of pulling the community together.
Yes, here is my little room. Here is my bed.
So Miss Asha is one of thousands of families across the United States that are still reeling after impacts of natural disasters. And so SBP is here to rebuild her home as well as many others.
Oh, yeah, that's my cereal. I keep it in there so it stays fresh, you know. And,
SBP comes in, very quickly builds capability, largely using volunteers, in some cases AmeriCorps members.
TPS has become part of our DNA. It's our operating system.
That whole thing right there needs to be sanded.
They have taken it upon to build a problem-solving culture in all that they do, which is the core of TPS.
So we know that we're behind schedule because it's marked in red.
We have this culture of talking about problems, about constructive discontent.
Before Toyota, this was all kept in a computer. We were able to hide problems.
About investing in our team members. And most of all, what would the customer want? Yoko 10 is a big deal at SBP. We are now training other nonprofit groups.
There are things that SBP has learned that we don't have to.
Doing what TPS and TSSC did with us.
They've learned best practices, and sharing that best practices definitely gets us up to speed faster.
We didn't know that SBP would be the national leader in disaster resilience and recovery.
And now they're expanding to getting to actually new home construction through low-income housing, which is a need in many communities around the country.
Now we have these upstream solutions. We're helping Americans make their homes more resilient before disaster, get the right insurance before disaster, and then training them to navigate recovery after disaster. The goal is so people don't need our rebuilding services in the first place. We're creating these construction blocks out of volcanic ashes in St. Vincent, putting solar panels and batteries on people's roofs.
1, 2, 3, welcome home!
When I look to the future, TPS is essential to everything that we do.
Thank you so much.
There is no better management philosophy because it's investing in people. It's empowering a company's best assets.
Welcome home!